What's going on, guys? Overly Critical Critic here, back for another video. A little bit of a discussion and thoughts video that I was thinking about today. I was watching YouTube, something that I usually do every day, and I followed this news channel called the Young Turks, and they had a story that they talked about either today or the other day. It was about this University of Wisconsin whitewater wrestling coach that apparently got fired for reporting a sexual assault to the police before reporting it to the university, and there's a lot of gray area in there. There's some interesting wording by the former or the current chancellor, I don't really remember. And I think that with this said, and honestly with the coverage of sexual assault in the recent years, that maybe we could have a quick little discussion and I can express some thoughts and some opinions on where I stand with sexual assault. And I'm also going to pull some statistics from RAIN, which stands for the Rape, Abuse, Incest National Network. So let's go a little bit into the matter. So sexual assault is one of the most unreported crimes that occurs, I believe nationally, but especially on college campuses. It seems that, at every turn you see one of these really horrifying cases. You have Brock Turner recently, you have the Long Meadow Mass case recently, but that was in high school. And so you have these cases coming to national attention. There's a lot of outrage going that the sentences of these accused sexual assaulters are flimsy at best, and it's not really representing the crime, it's just representing the person who did the crime. And so let me give you some of my thoughts into the matter. It is not easy for someone to go and admit to themselves that they've been sexually assaulted. And I've never been sexually assaulted, and I've just seen so many women, and I've read their stories, and it has to be horrifying, but the university, a place that you spend thousands of dollars to go to, it just seems like they don't care. You go to them and they kind of do this halfway investigation type deal. They blame alcohol into the mix because I guess they don't truly understand the college culture, and they refuse to go and accuse somebody because it's a PR nightmare. Nobody wants to hear that somebody was sexually assaulted on their campus. Well, let me just tell you, school officials and chancellors out there, that dealing with the problem of sexual assault openly, I think will have a more positive effect on your university than you throwing it under the rug every time. And if it was your daughter being sexually assaulted, I can almost guarantee you that you would not throw her under the rug. You would fight every day. And when they brought up alcohol in trial, you would yell blasphemy. What does alcohol have to do with anything? They sexually assaulted my daughter. They did. Maybe that's what you should think about next time a woman whose life has been traumatized, comes into an office of one of your officials and says, I've been sexually assaulted, and you guys just throw it under the rug and don't care about the accused victim. You think that, with these threats of expulsion and other issues like that, and an alcohol charge and things along those lines, that you can just get away with it and just throw it under the rug, and that you don't have to deal with this PR nightmare. Let me just tell you guys that $40,000 a year, or however much a victim pays, will never buy their silence. Don't you ever fucking think that. Sexual assault can happen to anybody, and I think people need to speak out on it. We need to hold universities accountable. Just because it happens off campus does not mean that a university should not be held responsible for the actions of their students. At UMass, My alma mater, we were held accountable. If we were off drinking off campus, we were held accountable for our actions. So how come that does not occur with sexual assault? Universities aren't doing anything to protect their students. They're just taking their money and building upon their campuses without protecting their students. UMass is #1 in dining. Congratulations. But what about all those cases that you throw under the rug? What about the victims who have nightmares or cry or have trust issues? You seem to not care. But just remember, if it was your daughter, you sure would care a lot. So that's my quick little discussion video. I have a few statistics here, if I could just share them. 18 to 24-year-old college women are 3 times more at risk to be sexually assaulted. And if I'm sending my sister off to college next year, and if that happens, there's going to be hell to pay. 26% of victims who were cited for not reporting believed it was either a personal matter. 20% had a fear of reprisal. 12% believed it was not important enough to report. 10% did not want the perpetrator to get in trouble. 9% believed police would not or could not do anything to help, and 4% reported but not to police. And this is out of 4 out of 5 students, females aged 18 to 24. So I'm going to link in the description down there some of the statistics if you want to go through it. If you want to leave a comment about this discussion, we can keep it open. It's something that I'm probably going to touch on here and there, especially with some of the cases unfolding. We have Brock Turner, who's been in the news recently for his reduced sentence. He had a 6-month jail sentence for his crimes, and he'll go on probation, and he's only serving, I think, barely half of that at 3 months due to good behavior. So we're going to figure that. We're going to continue to do coverage of school campus sexual assault and things along those lines. But be sure to subscribe to the Overly Critical Critic. Leave a comment down there if you want to add to the discussion or if you want a new topic for me to go into. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Take care.